How are you doing? Yeah, so Donovan called me and asked me to just come and talk about, I guess, college, and then coming to the internship. So initially, so I go to UCLA. Right now I'm a third year political science major. So coming in, I'm from San Diego, Southeast San Diego, very different from a lot of what people think about San Diego, low income minorities. So coming to college was huge for me. But it was cool because I'm from an immigrant household. So my parents, they immigrated from Nigeria. So they really put a lot of expectations on me, and that was something that was different from a lot of my peers in high school. So with those expectations, I knew that I had to get good grades. I knew I wanted to go to college early on. It was kind of something that just was without really being said. And the main thing I did was just, we had our, you have your guidance counselors in college. I pretty much hired all of them, to not work for me, but I didn't stick to just one guidance counselor. I went to multiple ones to try and figure out any type of resources I could possibly get into. And the biggest thing that I got out of that was hearing about the Jackie Robinson Foundation, which is a scholarship foundation that I applied to. And that was really huge for me because I ended up getting it. And right now they are a big contributor to college, both monetarily and also giving me different type of resources. And that's actually how I ended up finding out about this internship. So getting into UCLA was huge. It was huge. My parents, they wanted Harvard and stuff, but I was completely satisfied with UCLA. So yeah, I got into UCLA, and just being, it was really some type of transition going from, being, around the top of your class in high school to then just being one little speck on UCLA's campus. So I really had to find more ways to stand out. So I realized that one thing about me that kind of made me stand out from the rest of people was my ability to work a room and communicate, which is what I love to do. So with doing that, I looked into a lot of things that my my foundation had to offer. We have conferences and all that different stuff, so networking was huge. Networking is still huge to me today. That's how I even met Mr. Green and everything. So even finding out about this internship, I applied and I put my best foot forward, and I ended up getting it. This is actually the first time me seeing Miss Regina Hagan in person, but I probably communicated with her off of email how many times. But then coming to the internship, it was huge for me because it was actually my first internship. I tried to get an internship my freshman year, but that just wasn't working out. I didn't know how to search for internships or any of that. So my second year, I was really more determined. So just reaching out to my scholarship foundation, going on LinkedIn, going on internships.com, Indeed.com, everywhere, and just started applying everywhere. And landing this one, going through the interview process, going through the background check, which almost didn't happen, but thank God it did. Yeah, so there was a whole situation because I was late and I was supposed to do a drug test, and then they had to shave the hair off my legs. It's just a long story. Crazy. I don't want to go too, but yeah. So coming here, it was huge. So it was my first internship. It was really great to be here. I was in the marketing and product management sector, and it was crazy because I want to go to law school. So that had nothing to do with what I am pursuing to do. But I reached out to some of my mentors that I had. I have a mentor that's a judge back in San Diego. He said just do it for the professional work experience, and I'm so happy I did. Because even though it didn't have to do with law per se, I was able, she was talking about how you're able to work around and network in AT&T. That's 100% true, and I can testify to that because even though I was in marketing and product management, I was able to work alongside some of the external affairs and the different sectors that basically allowed me to do redlining, because I want to do go into corporate law and everything. So I was able to redline some developer agreements and distributor agreements. And I guess I'm not allowed to talk about what exactly those contracts were with, I guess, but it was just really cool to actually look over contracts that weren't even set in place and able to change verbiage on there. It was really highlighting things like metadata and protecting end user data, because there was this whole issue. You guys, I don't know if you guys heard about the whole issue with like Facebook and like personal data being like, just they're not doing a good job with that. So AT&T made sure that they wanted to hone in on that aspect. So I was able to contribute to that, even contributing to other things that would affect consumers. Like I was able to, there's the AT&T Watch TV Now app that recently just launched, and then the DirecTV Now app, and I was able to like go over that and check the metadata on that, and even do like some competitor analysis for like local channel coverage. Then I was able to also do some internal things like event programming. So they have the big product spotlight that they have every year, where they do they display all like their new products throughout the year for everybody on campus. And also I was able to update like the roster tool, which was like actually like really, I guess that was more important than I thought it was, because just everybody on campus, or at least in the department, like their rosters weren't set, and they're trying to do like a big old floor move, so that needed to be set, it was really complicated, but ended up being able to contribute to that too. But all in all, even though it wasn't what I wanted to go into, it was definitely a great experience being in that internship. And even it helped me find out what I wanted to do with my life. So me also wanting to go to law school, but then a part of me also wants to go into entrepreneurship. So right before I actually came into the internship, I incorporated for an LLC, and then I was able to work here, a 9 to 5 here, and then go back home and then work on that. And it just inspired me, because AT&T, just being here, it's like everybody's hungry. So like they literally have like different like career fairs for people to come and like job hunt for other jobs that are within AT&T. So just being around other hungry people even like made me think, okay, like what am I gonna do like to be hungry? So starting that company and like just managing it and doing everything I gotta do now, like all of that came about by just being in this type of environment. And even just coming back here was just like nostalgic. So yeah, that's kind of like about me, and then college and my internship. I don't know if anybody has any questions. Yeah. Any questions?
What was your major? Your poli-sci major?
Yes.